morning, Peter.
Good morning, Andrew, and we're here at Raven's Lodge, just at the bottom of Whitbarrow Scar, and we're going to climb up, and up, and although it's difficult to tell from the map, by the time we've got here we're out on the top of the Scar, and we've got continuing this north westerly direction right up the Scar, and then when we've got past the trig points, and I think there's a trig point up, there's a cairn certainly, we drop down into the woods, we're going down, and then we pick up this track and we're coming down through the woodland southeast, and we eventually come out, dropping down most of the time really, and we come out at this place called Rawson's, and then we follow the track along the bottom of the Scar back to the car, and it says it's 5.5 miles and 1,044 feet of climbing.
Yes, it's quite a steep bit up to the Scar to start with. The heat wave has finished today, and it's, well, we don't know what it's going to do. It's one of these days. It's windy, it's warmish, it's pleasant enough. We're all in shorts, but it's a frustrating day. What do I put on day? It's rained on the way up. It's not so nice now, but it's clear. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us, and so we'll see what Whitbarrow Scar has to offer. Lovely bit of limestone. We'll have a look at that very, very shortly. Okay, so I led off, and I've led off the wrong way, but that's the car park where we're parked, and this is Whitbarrow Scar, a limestone escarpment, and we'll see a little bit more of it. We're right underneath it, obviously, as you can tell now, and we'll be on our way to that shortly. So now we've found the footpath, I think, and we're heading upwards. After one little bit of up, we've got a bit more of up now, and there's quite a steepish climb up to the top of the, we're not going straight up to the face of the Scar, but the path goes round and climbs up all the way up. So here we are, we're just now coming on to the limestone, which on a day like this is, as you can see, challenging. It's just rained for the first time in months, and it's very slippy, I've no doubt. Jeff's leading the way. I think Derek's got the right idea to look for somewhere a little bit safer, but it's not. It's all slippy and slidey as this, because this is all limestone, all part of the Scar, part of the old quarry, and all part of our walk. Wonderful little bit of limestone slab this. It just needs careful footwork, so I'm going to shut this down for a minute. And on it goes, up and up. Just having to, as I say, be very careful where you're walking on this, walking on the cracks as opposed to the slabs, because it's very treacherous underfoot. And damp limestone isn't nice to walk on. So I'm still wending our way around the base of the Scar, climbing steadily, and sort of heading up pleasantly now. And one or two little hiccups where we've missed the path. It's a bit difficult to miss a path like this, but we managed it. I'm just making some decent progress. So we've come off our well-beaten track, Just turned off here. It's at a dodgy little junction. You can go straight on, and if you go straight on you end up walking across, negotiating the front of a scree, which isn't very nice. So we've come up this little slope here and we're heading up now, up the nose of Whitbarrow Scar. And then after uphill after uphill in the forest, we're coming out now, clearing the forest and the woodland into open land. It should now take us up to the top of Whitbarrow Scar. A bit windier here. Looks like I'm lead man. We're into August now, and there's I always reckon that AU for August coincides with AU for autumn, and as you can see, the greens and yellows are starting to decorate the footpaths now. There's a bit of foliage coming off. Oh, that doesn't look very nice over there, and I guess it's coming our way. Look, we're coming out now, out of the forest and woodland that was behind us there, and just coming up now towards the top of Whitbarrow Scar. We've done a lot of the hard work. There's just some little bits more to come. So now we're virtually at the top. It's just over there. We'll walk up this path and follow it around Live Valley, I'm thinking, and then Morecambe Bay. No sign of the power station today yet, maybe later. Here's the bay, just about weekend. Arnside Railway Viaduct, up to the Kent estuary and round. Can't even see Inglebury, good heavens, what's going on? And then round towards the Howgills, everything in cloud today. Lovely view. Well, we've just had one little dousing. We've come across from the cairn up the top of there, down to the bottom and then back up. And there's another little shower coming in now to give us another little dampening. Well, this is the 11s, or cowsies. I don't know. They're not daft, they know where to go when it's going to rain. We're daft, we're out in it. It's still a bit showery and windy, and gusty. We're still on the top of the Scar, heading, well, we're not heading anywhere at the moment, but we're going that direction roughly, northwest, northwest to the top, and then turning east and back down. So in the grey you can just about make out the Morecambe Bay and Arnside. This is the interesting part here. This is just part of the limestone on the top of Whitbarrow Scar. You can see it's just like a wall, like somebody's built a wall right the way along. Wonderful little feature, not so little. Well, we're at the top of Whitbarrow Scar now, the very top. There's the cairn. Normally you'll be looking up to the lakes there, the South Lakes, Windermere, over towards Coniston, that way through the Lythe Valley and along here, over to the bay, which is over there, straight ahead to the power station, and then back to Arnside, over to the Bleasdale Felt, Littledale, round to Inglebury, Whernside, the Yorkshire Dale Fells, Hells, and then over eventually towards Sefton and the Howgills. And as you can see today, it's rather bleak, rather grey, and we've done well to get here without getting too wet. But, I think we'll be moving on and finding somewhere dry for lunch. Just to home in a little bit, this is the limestone wall that we looked at before, splitting up into various other pieces of it now, and we're going to walk down towards the through it, and then into the woods across the way there. So we've just come off the top now. The cairn's behind that tree there on its own. We're out of the wind, but you can see, look at this for which way the prevailing wind is normally. Two of them, just bare on one side and foliage on the other, so it obviously gets battered by the westerly wind along here. We're moving along this path, as I say, right alongside the wall now, the limestone wall. Geologists that have a field day up here, they could tell you all sorts of things about how and when and this was formed and how old it is and where it came from and so on and so forth. We just like walking along it and alongside it. So there we are, we go from a natural wall, follow that round to the man-made variety, which is as you can see, we're heading through the man-made variety and down into the woods behind it. We're at the top of the walk now, so heading a little bit east and then south. So one stile later, over the man-made wall, back onto the path now and back into the woods. The other woods, these are on the east side of Whitbarrow Scar, and I suppose we could say we're almost heading back to the car now. So I'm just plodding along the path. It's mostly downhill actually that we're walking at the moment, still going easterly, heading towards the Lythe Valley, top of the Lythe Valley, and then waiting to cut off south, I'm thinking. Still a bit dodgy underfoot because this limestone's damp and flat, so I'm going to be very careful as to how we walk it. So we've ended up coming along this path here, just carrying on. It's just been like trekking through the woods in a line, carried on up here, and this is the best place that we can find for lunch today. So here we are, like little bopshies on the wall, with the path behind Stephen going on down there, and that's where we're going to be heading off shortly, back down towards the cars. So we're well and truly on our way down now. Stills photographer in the front there, zigzag path bringing us back down now towards the farm, down at the bottom towards where we parked on the road. I don't think we're too far off now. Just a little readjustment with the feet there. Good old limestone, slippy limestone, and slippy tree roots, not good for the feet. So I've come down through the trees, through there, through the farmyard, and we're onto this farm track now. Looking over there, that's Leven's village, I think. It's the Lythe Valley. Can't quite see the road. It's 1, 2, 3 hedges over, 3 lines of hedges over is the Lythe Valley. And now we're heading back down towards the cars. Not far off at all. In fact, I can hear the main road already. So we're well ahead of ourselves. It's been a real speedy walk today. The great thing has been that there haven't been many obstacles in the way in the form of stiles or gates or anything like that to get us. It's just been a clean walk on good footpaths. A little bit slippy underfoot with the limestone and some of the wood, but stuff like this is I can stand this any day of the week for a nice walk. So the scar, Whitbarrow Scar's the other side of this outcrop here, and we've virtually walked to the southern end, up to the top, up to the northern end, come back down this eastern side, and now we're walking back along the base. So we're nearly back. There's always this path seems to go on quite a bit and drag on a bit. There's a dummy car park here, which you think, oh, here's the cars now, and they're not. But it's not too far on, because here we are back underneath the scar again, from roughly where we started. Just got to go over this little bump, and then we'll be at the cars, and we'll have done the walk. And we've done it in good time, actually. It did say 5.5 miles and over 1,000 feet, but we've done it in good time. Been a good walk, a bit windy on the top. Shame about the weather, because there's some belting views from the top of Whitbarrow Scar all round, 360 views. So next week we're going to Orton, O-R-T-O-N, up near T-Bay, and we're going to walk around there. So if you're going to looking out for us, we'll see you next week at Orton.